In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Peace and blessings be upon the one who was sent to perfect noble character, upon his family, his companions, and all who follow them with excellence until the day of judgment. In the midst of intellectual conflicts and the noise of social media platforms, many have come to believe that harshness represents truth, and that severity is the measure of strength. Yet the noble Qur'an continually brings us back to the original purity of human nature. Today we pause before a single word, a single expression, a profound summit of universal humanity, summarized in one verse. And speak kindly to all people. Qur'an Al-Baqarah 283. Why did Allah not say, speak kindly to the believers, or to the Muslims, or to your relatives? Why is the wording general, absolute, inclusive, to all people?
When Allah, glorified and exalted, says, to all people, He is liberating our ethics from the logic of mutual interests. In Qur'anic language, the word people is a collective term encompassing all of humanity. Speaking to someone who differs from you in belief, speak kindly to all people. Speaking to someone who wronged you, speak kindly to all people. Speaking to a simple worker or a stranger on the road, speak kindly to all people. This universality teaches us that good character is not a reaction to the beauty of others, but rather a reflection of the beauty within yourself. Observe the precision of the Quranic expression. Allah did not say a kind word as an adjective, but rather used the noun, kindness, as if the speech itself must embody kindness in its wording, its meaning, its timing, and even its tone. What does this teach us? It teaches us that your message collapses when your tongue collapses. Allah says to His Prophet, who was divinely supported, had you been harsh and hard-hearted, they would have dispersed from around you. If this warning was directed to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then how much more should we be mindful of our words? This principle was not mere theory, it was lived reality. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith that shakes the foundations of character, a servant may utter a word pleasing to Allah without giving it much thought, yet Allah raises him by it to great ranks. Reported by Al-Bukhari. Reflect on this phrase, without giving it much thought. Perhaps it was a kind word to a passerby, or a moment of comfort for a broken heart, and it elevated you to the highest ranks. Conversely, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam strongly warned against obscene and abusive speech, even toward enemies. For the believer is neither abusive, nor vulgar, nor obscene.
Allow me to share a moment that embodies this verse in its most beautiful form. A man once came to the Prophet, Thumama ibn Uthal, a leader among his people, yet he arrived filled with hostility. He despised the Prophet intensely. Thumama was captured and tied to a pillar in the mosque.
What did the Prophet do? He did not scold him. He did not insult him. He addressed him with nothing but kindness. The Prophet would pass by and ask gently, "What do you think, O Thumama?" Simple words, yet filled with dignity, respect, and gentleness. After 3 days, the Prophet ordered his release without conditions. What happened next? Thumama left, purified himself, then returned swiftly to declare his Islam, saying, "O Muhammad, by Allah, there was no face more hated to me on earth than yours. And now your face has become the most beloved of all faces to me."
What transformed hatred into love? What turned hostility into loyalty? It was kind speech, speech that unlocked hearts before convincing minds. Thumama was not a believer at that time. He was an enemy. Yet the Prophet applied the divine command, and speak kindly to all people. Dear brothers and sisters, the world today is thirsty for kind words. Homes are destroyed by words, and hearts are opened by words. Always remember, we are commanded to show kindness to all people, not because they are always right, but because Allah is the truth, and He loves beauty. Allah, the Most High, says in His noble book, "And tell my servants to speak that which is best. Indeed, Satan seeks to stir discord among them." Surah Al-Isra, verse 53. Thank you for your kind attention and presence. I entrust you to the care of Allah, and we shall meet again soon with a new lesson by Allah's permission.
Be kindness, so that people may see through you the beauty of your